All right, let's get started. How are you guys doing today?
Great.
All right, well, let's get through the usual stuff here. Where is Connie? Is she going to be here?
She's here somewhere.
Okay. All right, we have, today's Wednesday, right? So today's Wednesday, we have a prospecting class here at Apple Correal. If you want to get business, come to her class and she will show you how to get business. Listening agreement disclosure, Mr. Wayne Butterfield. Wayne, would you say you're an expert at these things? Wayne,
Definitely,
yes. Yes, he is. Absolutely. I love the confidence. Yes, I am.
If I'm not after this long, something's wrong.
Yes. Yes.
Come on, okay.
So then you got marketing tomorrow at 1:30. Friday we have Zip1 Broker Edition with Renee here. Disclosures and why they're needed with Renee as well. And then we have a Lunch and Learn MLMS snapshot. What's that?
The MLMS snapshot is taking a snapshot of what's going on in the market, putting it into like a flyer or an email, and sending that out to your clients.
That's through the Michael Lewis Marketing Suite. All right. And then we have next Tuesday, leveraging a powerful contact database with me. What is your database?
Your business.
Your business. Your database is your business. All right. Glad somebody's paying attention. What's your business? All right. Turn off your phones, please. Let's welcome Armando Garcia from our Hanford office. Armando. Brittany Burgos, joined our office. Amanda Hendrick from our Visalia office. And Amanda Drexler, who is Carly's new assistant MCA. So let's welcome Amanda. All right. Red Day. Connie's not here, so I guess we'll have to come back to that to give all the information. But basically, there's Red Day shirts. They're $8 a piece, and there's different sizes. See Kirsten. All right. All right. Let's get going. Realtor Night at the Ballpark. Oh, this is fun. Tuesday, June 2nd. 60 tickets. Only 60 tickets available. 20 for adults, 15 for kids. We'll send out information. There'll be flyers. Who do they contact if they want to know information about this?
You would like to just do a group order. I'm going to be doing a group order for the office. You can come see me and take care of payment with me. Or if you would like to just turn in your own order form, there's some on the table by the sign-in sheet over where Darren is sitting right now.
All right.
What are they playing?
I have no idea.
They're playing another baseball team.
Yeah.
All right.
Evidently, the realtors have gotten a reputation, and they don't want more than 60 of them in a
Yeah, they put a cap. There's a cap on the amount of realtors. Yes, that's a wise. That's a wise.
Yeah, that is wise.
Yeah. All right. Next, we're going to have an objection handling panel with Mr. Bill Mathis, Paul Deathridge, and Janet Deering. Please come on up. Give them a round of applause. Now we're going to do it a little bit differently this time. What we're going to do...
Hey!
You're aiming for him, right?
What we're going to do at this panel is we're going to actually... I'm going to start off by asking them a few questions, and then we're going to throw that beach ball, which has objections on it. Wherever your right thumb lands, that's the objection that they have to handle. Everybody understand? Say yes, please.
Yeah.
Good, good. All right, first of all, Mr. Bill.
Good morning.
Objection.
Objection. Staying on the roll. Sidebar. Okay. So, what is an objection, Bill?
That's a great question.
Isn't it?
Isn't it?
I'm glad you brought that up.
What is an objection?
Well, an objection is a question in the mind of a buyer or a seller that remains unanswered. That's basically all it is.
Okay.
And you want to get objections. Why?
So you can get more information.
They know that they're interested and they want to talk to you.
All right. And you guys want to elaborate on that? That pretty much defines it to me. Yeah?
Makes me nervous if they don't have any.
If they don't have any objections? Okay. All right. Well, let's get to the objections. Let's start the ball rolling here and let's see what we can do. So let's give it to Bill to throw. Give it to Bill to throw it. Yeah.
You want to throw?
Yeah. Give it to Bill to throw it. Throw it out there.
You don't get to read it, Bill. Just throw it. Not like red bash.
Whoa!
There you go. Right thumb.
What's that objection say there?
Why didn't you show our house when it was listed before?
You asking me or you asking, who are you asking?
Just anybody?
Anybody?
Well, you should throw it back up there, and which one you hit.
There you go.
Like dodgeball.
That's not true.
It's like the fair.
You know something that's.
And it's fair.
You know something that's.
Ladies first, ladies first, let's make it
Say,
simple.
say
ladies
the
first,
objection
go ahead.
again.
Why didn't you show our house when it was listed before?
Well, you know, I have people that I'm working with, and I show their listings of my clients. So if your house was listed with me, I would be actively looking for a buyer or a seller, a buyer for it. Okay. I work on my own business.
Yes. What about you, Paul? Do you have something?
It's basically the same thing that she said. It's, you know, you're working with people that you have listings for, and sorry, but, you know, I could have been that guy that could be selling your house right now.
Okay, I was busy selling all the listings that I had.
Exactly.
And if I had your listing, that's what you would want also, isn't it? Absolutely. Let's go ahead and sign the contract.
All right, close. Sign the contract. All right, get the ball rolling again. Let's move on to the next one. Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
I didn't know that was coming back.
Right thumb. Right thumb.
So we want you to cut your commission.
No.
You have any other questions?
The other agent said she would.
You know something I can appreciate that the other agent said that they would cut the commission. You think you're going to put more money in your pocket, isn't that correct?
Yes.
And you know what, you know the problem you're creating for yourself? Do you have any idea about that?
I don't. Why don't you tell me?
Absolutely. You know, agents that don't have the courage to stand up to you regarding their own worth, how strong are they going to be in negotiating for you and the price that we set for your home?
Come on.
You do want a strong agent, don't you?
Absolutely.
Sign the contract.
Christina, can I ask you a question?
Can you ask me a question?
You look like you're a real hard worker.
I am.
Okay,
You're
this is,
hard
Paul
for
has a
women.
different one. That's cool.
You look like you're a real hard worker. Great. Okay,
Yes.
what if tomorrow Jason came to you and said, Christina, you're doing a great job, and I've got another project for you to do, and oh, by the way, I want you to take a pay cut. How would you feel?
Insult.
You know what? You and I are a lot alike.
That's a good one.
Don't insult.
All right, go ahead and spin the, go ahead and put the ball out.
Spin the ball.
All right.
Easy
All right. Read the long one.
Let's, I know, go ahead and check one. It's like Chinese. Your objection is it's made in Hong Kong. Listless 5, we can always come down later.
Wait, what?
Let's decide we can always come down. You know something? You're absolutely correct. And have you considered the problem that may create for you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you list your property too high, what's going to do is that the buyers are going to look at your home and they're going to think that you're not motivated to sell it. And it sounds to me like you're very motivated to sell it. Isn't that correct?
Well, that's why you're here.
That's why I'm here. You know something? Do you want agents driving by your property and not even showing it? Or do you want to actually get into a situation where you can negotiate an offer? Which is better for you?
I think the baby definitely wants us to have as many offers as we can.
That's right. That's why we need to price your home correctly so that we can get it sold and get you down to LA in the time you want. Won't that be great?
Works for me.
All right.
Sign here.
Janet, do you have any?
No.
Not to that one?
Perfect.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you, Paul. Well, let's get
No,
it.
that's fine.
Okay,
Okay. I have a friend in the business.
Janet?
Oh, you have a friend in the business?
I do.
There's a lot of agents in this town. Well, you want to sell your home, correct?
Yes.
That's why you had me come to your home, talk to you about listing it?
Right.
So are you trying to sell your home or do a favor for your friend?
Well, I obviously want to sell my home, but, you know, she started about a year ago, and, you know, I told her I would probably list with her.
So.
Why are you calling me then
Exactly.
if you're going to give her the listing?
Because somebody else said that I should probably interview another agent.
And you should. You should. So how are you going to decide?
I'm sorry?
How are you going to decide what to do?
See what you guys can do, different than what she can.
Okay. She's been in the business a year.
Uh-huh.
When would you like me to come out?
Exactly.
Wait, what? I'm sorry.
When would you like to meet? Just set an appointment.
Okay.
Because you're not going to be able to overcome or reject it. You're either going to do it or you're not going to do it.
Right.
So what
Okay,
Paul's
there's one
basically
way-
saying
there's-
is
there's
don't get
another
into
way.
the conversation on the phone, get
Yeah.
in their homes and set.
Yeah, if you're saying, you know, you have a friendly business, I can appreciate that. Now, you did have me out for a reason, is that correct?
Yes,
You feel I can sell your home?
sure.
Well, let's go ahead and sign the contract. You know what I'm going to do you a favor, Terry? I'm going to call your friend and tell them that there's a lockbox on the property. They can bring their buyers right away. Then we can let's go together.
There you go.
All right.
Right on.
Next objection.
Okay.
Get her glasses.
Oh, shut up. We're going to take a break and leave it off the market for a while. Paul.
Gosh, I really don't, I've never had that one come out.
So that's
Okay, you're
expired.
fired. We're not hiring.
That's an expired.
Just like that.
Paul, it's expired.
That's hardcore.
How would you handle it? It's expired.
You gonna take it off the market for a while?
Yes.
Okay.
It's on the market and I'm not getting any offers.
You're not getting any offers. Well, if I brought you an offer in the next 60 days, would you be prepared to sell?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They brought
So
me the right offer.
are you aware what's the right offer? Are you aware of what's happening to interest rates right now? Are they going up or down, or do you know? Well, they're kind of creeping up, and you know what that does to the value of your home? Goes down. So you want to wait 60 days, let the rates go up, and then your house will be worth less? Or do you want to list and get it back on the market?
Sign the contract.
One more. I'm gonna.
I tried.
You suck.
We want to think it over.
We want to think it over.
We want to think it over.
That's great. Three minds are better than two. What are we thinking about?
There's four of us, actually. You and then the three of us.
All right, now let's just randomly.
Okay, wait a minute. All right, let's handle that one. You know something, I can appreciate the fact that you want to think it over. You know, since two minds are better than just one, can you tell me specifically what you're thinking about?
Well, thinking if I want to still sell or not.
You decided, now you did say that you did want to sell your home, right?
Yes.
Okay. And do you feel as if I could sell your home?
Possibly.
Possibly. Great. Great. You know something, usually people that want to think it over have a concern about one of three areas in my presentation. Number one is whether or not you feel I can sell the home. Do you feel I can sell the home?
Yes, I do.
Okay, great. Then it's not that. Number two is the price that we set on your home. How do you feel about the price?
That's what I'm concerned about.
That's what you're concerned
Yeah.
about. So let me ask you a question. If we can make a decision on the price right now, are you ready to go ahead and list your home with me?
If we can make a decision on the price, then I will.
Great, then let's just do that. And then you handle that part of it.
There you go. Dig deeper to find out what his need is. There you go.
Wait, what was number 3?
Yeah, I'm really curious.
His commission.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh,
All right. I want to give Darren a shot to throw some objections out there. So do you want to send some objections to Bill? I know that's why you came.
To any of them? No, I'm not a learner. I'm here to learn. So you're on your presentation and they say, well, you know, we're talking to another agent later, so why don't you give me a call in a couple days and we'll let you know what we decide.
Okay, I appreciate that. And can you tell me who the other agent is?
Joe Smith from Banana Real Estate.
I didn't pick that agent.
He's my brother-in-law.
Let me ask you a question. So you want to interview the other agent, and let me ask you, do you think they're going to tell you differently than what I've told you?
Well, I have no idea. That's why I'm talking to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
right.
first time I've ever sold a house, so
It's the first
I
time
want
you've
to
ever
see what
sold
my
a
options are.
Yeah, I can appreciate that, and it's an important transaction for you, right?
Absolutely.
And you need to get the right agent for the job of selling your home.
That's why we're talking to multiple
Let me
agents.
ask you this, Darren, do you feel I can sell your home?
You seem pretty aggressive.
Great, let's go ahead and sign the contract so I can help you do what you want at the time.
Do you notice how he validates every question and concern? He validates that. Like, that's a good question. He just validates everything. So that's very important.
It's very important, yes, you're absolutely correct, that you need to agree with the client, the question. And the other thing is, do not, normally, I would say, do not use but in your conversation. Always use and as a conjunction because it expands on what you've just said. Even if it's a, you know, I can appreciate what you have to say, and have you considered the problem that it will create? Not, but have you considered the problem that it may create? Okay, there's a difference. Okay.
Yes. All right, any other objections that weren't called out that you want to?
Well, we want to only give you a 90-day listing, see how you do, and then if you do a good job for us, we'll consider listing it if you haven't sold it in 90 days, but you'll probably get it sold in 90 days once you bill.
Oh, absolutely, I think we will. If we get it priced right, Wayne, you know that there's two things to sell homes, isn't that correct?
Two things?
Yeah, price and motivation, that's what I said in my presentation. So if we price it right, we will get it sold. But you know something, and I can appreciate the fact you only want to give me a 90-day listing. 6 months is our company policy. So let's go ahead and sign the contract, and so that we can get you to LA in the time you want. Won't that be great?
Yeah, but I'm only going to give you 90 days to do it.
Now, I do it a little bit differently than that. I tell them that 60 days is our company policy, but and
6 months.
6 months is our company policy, and then I hand them an easy exit agreement that says at any time that you feel that I'm not doing my job, you just pick up the phone and fire me. Now, does it matter which we're going for now, 6 months or 60 days?
I suppose not, Paul. Yes.
Maybe like that.
Is it an actual form, or is it like an?
I created that form, and it's on my website, and there's an app, and it's 99 cents, and you can have it.
And there's
no.
right there.
There'll be copies of it in the back.
Yeah. All right. Any other objections that you would like to hear handled? No one? Connie?
How do you feel about staging?
There's no script for that.
You price it right, it won't have to be staged.
Let her, Phil.
How about open houses?
Oh, do that one. Would you let strangers in your houses? Is that what you say?
You know something, I can appreciate the fact that, you know, you asked me about open houses. And let me ask you a question here, Connie. When you leave your house, do you have an alarm on your home?
Yes.
Okay, you just leave, you don't leave the door open and let people just wander through the house, do you?
No.
That's what you do in an open house. So my question is, do you want a lot of unqualified buyers walking through your home, not knowing if they're qualified to buy your house or not? Or do you want only qualified buyers walking through your home?
Only qualified.
Then let's don't do any open houses.
All right.
Have some buyers, agents that'll do your open house.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Is that it?
Yeah, well, I have another one for you. We'll save the commission by selling it ourselves.
Oh.
Okay, I don't care. I've been handling it. You go ahead.
So, I have to remember all that stuff.
Well, I just want you to do it. So.
Well, you just, I can understand why you're trying to save the money for the commission, but have you thought about what that means to you? No, you always thought that.
No.
No. So, what happens when you sell your home yourself for sell by owner, the people looking at your home automatically just deduct a commission from there. So they're going to deduct 6% from the price that you're offering right off the top. And the fact of the matter is about 2% of for sale by owners sell by owner, and 98% of the homes sell by agents. So would you rather take your chances with the 2%, or would you rather work with the 98%?
Is there a statistic that says how much more homes sell from realtors?
It's 18%.
18%.
Less for sale by owner.
Yeah, that's according to national statistics.
Yeah.
There are four different objections. There are four different ways you can
Yeah.
handle that. And as you're sitting there doing your presentation, you're going to get an idea whether this guy's a bottom line, if it's a sale price, and then you can just use one of those four that's in there and go to it.
There you go. All right. Good point. So know your behaviors.
Yeah.
All right. So what if it's not a fit? What is it okay to walk out of a listing appointment and say?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Give me a scenario. Tell me some stories.
When I first got into this business, Darren gave me a gem that I'll remember the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And he said, you can't lose something you never had. So I went out on an expired, and this house had been on the market for almost 7 years. I mean, the styles, they had to change the carpet twice while this house was that's how long it was on there. Well, I went out there and I talked to her on the phone, pre-qualified her. She was a referral to me by a friend. We went out there and I had done my comps and I had where the house was going to do. The first thing she talked about was you know, I want to raise the price of the house. I said, you know, wow, how many offers did you have? None. How many showings did you have? Well, maybe a couple. What makes you think your house is worth more than what it was listed for when nobody was selling it? And she says, well, I've got an appraisal. I said, yeah, but the people that are buying your house, you know, they're not interested in that. They're interested in what the value of your house is. And she says, well, I'm not going to list it for anything less than that. I said, you know what? Thank you so much for having me come out to your house today. I just don't think we're a good fit.
Yeah.
And walked out.
Okay. I had a lady went out to see, and I went through the whole presentation with her, and I had pre-qualified her as Paul had pre-qualified this lady. And we got to the very end of it, and I was going through, and she said, well, let me look at the contract. She's a former real estate agent. And she said, you know, the only thing I don't like here, she said, is that. And she pointed to the commission. And I said, what do you think the commission should be? And she said 5.5%. I said, you know something? And I went through an objection handler with her. And then I said, well, thank you very much. I appreciate you having me over today. I said, I don't think I'm the right real estate agent for you. And I left the house. The next day I got a text from her saying, come and list my home.
Yeah. Be honest.
Yes. Walked away.
Honest.
I walked away for about 0.5%.
All right.
And I think you need to have that mindset that you're only going to take it, and it's only going to be at a certain. You have a certain level, but Darren has a great one. He'll say, "Yeah, the commission is negotiable. It's 6, 7, 8, 9. Just stop me where you think I should be."
All right. Any questions for the panel before we let them go? No one?
Will you come over and list my house today?
Absolutely.
All right, let's give a round of applause. All right, Connie, now that you're here, let's get back to the Red Day slide. So, can you give us an update on Red Day, please?
Yeah, Red Day is next Thursday. We're all going to meet here at 8:30, and we're headed over to Houston Continuation School, where we're going to complete the nursery that's going to feed all of our Tulare County schools. So it's a huge event, and the school's very excited to have us there. We also have a project in Woodville, and the Tulare Porterville offices are going to take care of that. So we have Country Club Mortgage going to do lunch for us. I almost said breakfast, but lunch. Heather Ruggles is donating. We have American Home Shield, Susan donating. We also have Lane Construction that's going to be helping with some of the work. Our projects are really going to be fun this year. They're fun every year. We're going to be building the beds for the vegetable gardens that will start in August. So we have a lot of people participating. We're also going to surprise them with some painting. The Houston school it's in Pro Youth. Pro Youth is not funded by the school district, so this after-school program is huge to these students. It's teaching them how to grow gardens, how to eat healthy, and they even have a chef that's going to come in called the Pro Youth chef, who's going to teach these kids how to cook healthy food after school.
Awesome.
So we're really touching, literally they told me we'll be touching like 10,000 kids by just doing this project. So if you can't make it Thursday, we would be happy to take donations. The project's a little bigger than what we anticipated because they don't have some funding, and I would love to they have a crisis room at Sequoia High School, because these are kids who have issues. So they have this horrible room with horrible furniture with no drapes. So if I can get a few donations, well, I know, it's all about the staging, no, not really. But, you know, I know, they're probably throwing me out. There she is again, get her out of here. So I really would like to have some extra help. If you have a couple chairs, if you have some furniture that's in, pretty decent condition, if we could get that donated, I'd love to make this room happier for these kids. We're going to paint it a nice green, and I think we have, they're going to do some printing,
We're talking with them.
yeah, we want to have like happy stuff on the wall. So it's going to be an emotional fun day. The kids are going to be there. They're going to be watching us. They're going to see people showing up and really caring about who they are and then what we're giving back to the community. So if you have any questions, please call me. There's an email that's going to go out that'll explain everything again. But it's going to be a real heartwarming project, and I hope you guys will all be there.
All right. Thank you, Connie.
Are the kids at the school at Sequoia, are they going to participate also?
Yes.
They are?
No.
Okay.
I mean, not on work day.
Not on work day.
What they're preparing for me. They're getting stuff ready for us.
They're going to be our audience.
Yeah, they're going to be there watching us give back, and that's the biggest thing. No, they have class that day. So there's no beer on campus, you guys. I'm just telling you. No beer on campus.
Well
We
said.
do have an after party planned. So if you have any questions, but yes, thank you guys. It'll be a great day.
All right, thank you. Come on, Broker's Corner. Woo! Change from 60 seconds to corner.
Nobody puts broker in the corner.
Yeah.
That's what we got. That's what we got to put. Okay. Did you guys follow my baseball analogy?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. So, do you feel like these the people on the panel have been maybe hitting the batting cages a little bit, practicing? That is professionalism. Is when you practice before you get to your appointments, right? Okay. Now, how do you practice? Can somebody give me examples of how to practice your professionalism? Role playing. That's right.
Cold call.
Cold calling. That's a good way to practice, right? It's on the phone. Okay. What else?
Writing the scripts out.
Writing the scripts out. Very good. That way you're writing them and seeing them.
Recording yourself.
Recording yourself. Doing it. Yeah. Doing a listing presentation with someone in front of you. Very good. That's an excellent one.
Repeating it.
Yes. Repeating it over and over again. Now, how many of you have a drunk monkey like on your shoulder, like saying, you know, but it's going to sound canned, it's going to sound rehearsed, it's not going to be effective because it's just a script. Oh, come on, nobody? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they're lying. Exactly. That's right.
Not even me.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
didn't raise my hand.
Yeah, no, very good. It's true. It's true, and we all do, by the way. But have you ever been on a cold call that somebody else called you and you accidentally answered it? And you know, and they stuck to their script. It's almost impossible to get off that call, right, without just hanging up on them. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you are really good at your script. And the only way I found, this is just my nugget I'm giving you today. The only way I found is to change the script and start recruiting them for real estate. Okay. Now, one of the ways that you can learn these scripts is at our Bold class. And that's coming in August, okay? So Bold Scripts, Diana Kokoska is the script queen. Like, she knows the scripts, right? Forwards and backwards. You even get discs that you can play in your car. My kids are like, no, Dad, we're not listening to this CD again, right? So, no, work with me, okay? So, they're never too young to start helping you role play, okay? So, anyway, who would like this? This is the chapter on handling objections. It's from Bold. And who would like this this copy? Very good, BB. There you go. So, how many objections do you think there are?
Not a million, no.
A million? Let's say it's less than a million. There's about 15, honestly. In fact, there's about, what? 12. How many? Yeah, 12. Right? 12 tops, and that's if we really stretch it, like if we morph a couple of them. There's less than 10. Okay, so you go on a listing appointment, and let's say that that's worth that's worth a $4,500, $5,000 commission. Can you learn objection handlers for 8 to 10 objections and just internalize them and then make them your own?
Yes.
To make $5,000 on an appointment?
Yeah.
Absolutely, okay? Because you don't want to go on that appointment like me stepping in that batting cage after years of not practicing, thinking that I'm going to rely on past experience to be able to do it, right? Okay? Practice. Okay? We're talking about practice. All right. Don't fight Sal.
What does that do for your confidence? If you've internalized those scripts and you go on this appointment and you know what they're going to say, your confidence level is going to go up. That confidence is key, right? All right. All right, now we have Scott Clausen from Country Club Mortgage Co. Come on up, Scott.
Thank you, Jason. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. I do not have a whole lot of life-changing news this morning. There's not a whole lot really going on different. We know we've had some changes recently. We will anticipate some more coming out later this year for sure in August. I do want to let you know, Janet touched on it. Thank you. Rates are definitely going up, and they have been for the last few weeks. I think we're at about a 6-week high right now on the bond market, and looks like there's no ceiling for that to stop, so that could keep ticking up. So one thing I always like to do is remind you, if you've got a pre-qual out there that's 2 or 3 weeks old, you might want to touch with your LO and just make sure they're in the right range. I know sometimes we stretch them and push them to the limit, so if they're barely at the 170 mark, they might be down to 165 now, and that again can definitely make a difference. So maybe take care of that. Rates, FHA, the government stuff is sitting close to 4%. Your conventional is sitting about 4.25 to 4.375, and again, we anticipate that to keep ticking up a little bit. So we'll keep you posted with that.
Where do you think it's going to go?
Well, there's two sides to that coin. Some are saying it's going to go up to 5 by the end of the year. Others say that we might see this trend like we did 6 months ago, but then it pulled back. We'll see what the market does with the resistance. The next level is about 20 basis points away, and once it gets to that point, if it breaks through it, then we'll see rates continue to go up. If it stops there, then we'll see them plane out and potentially go down. So it is tough to say what's going to happen, but again, what we're seeing right now is trending up. Looking at the 2-year model of the bond market, we were at a trough back in January, and what we are seeing is a vertical climb right now. So
it's either going to go up or it's going to go down.
Well,
those are our options. It rarely goes sideways.
It's going up right now. I mean, we saw the government stuff at close to 3%, 6 months ago. We're at 4%, so we are on an upward climb. Now, where it's going to keep going from there, right now it's up.
But is it good now? The rates are good now?
Yes. They're still at a 35-year low.
Still good
so,
now.
you know, we're spoiled. So 10 years ago, we thought 5% was great. And we're striving to get that.
That was great.
Couple of quick announcements. Remember, the family picnic is coming up on the 28th. Jeremy is the chair of that committee. He's got a great committee working on that. Some fun stuff out there. Tickets will be on sale tomorrow at the MLS tour. $10 for adults, $5 for children. It's going to be a great event. Lots of prizes and fun things for the family to do out there. There's some sponsorship levels still available, right, Jeremy, till the 14th?
Yes.
So if anybody is interested, get with the board or get with one of the committee members, and they can get you some information on that. Lastly, there's going to be a mixer in May, the May Mix and Mingle with the YPN at the board. It's actually going to be out at San Marino subdivision out on Wren Avenue, and that is coming up on the 14th. And that's 4:30 to 7:30.
That's the after party.
That's the after party at Red Day, yes.
And Fugazi's, I think Jeremy Fugazi's is going to be catering that. There'll be some light beverages, beer, wine, sodas, water, and whatnot. So please come out and join us for that event as well.
That's the new subdivision for San Joaquin Valley Homes. Where it's going.
Sure.
All right.
Thank
you, Scott. Let's wish happy birthday to Ziad, Cheryl, and Terry Langdon's birthday.
Another year better.
Don't be shy, Terry.
No.
All right. Lessons learned today, or since last week. Wow, you guys don't learn anything.
You gotta give us time, Jason.
Okay, I learned that interest rates may go up, and interest rates are low now. So that's the important
They could
lesson.
stay the same.
Yes. What's that?
They could stay the same.
They could stay the same, but nobody has a crystal ball. You know today is good, right?
Yes.
So any lessons learned from today's objection handling panel? No?
I learned
Thank you, Jeremy.
The and instead of but.
Yes.
I thought that was very important, and I never thought about that until I heard it
Yes.
today.
But negates everything you just said. I mean, it just basically takes away what you just said. All right.
And I want to say as well what Bill had to say about acknowledging their concerns and validating that. I think that's really important. That's a great point, something good to remember to make sure that we do.
All right. Anyone else? All right.
One
Leave.
thing about that, and that's real important. That's what what Troy was hitting on, was talking about practicing. If you practice that acknowledgement over and over and over again, it'll just come
Natural. And it's obvious that he's practiced, right? It seems very natural. You're like, are you really talking to me right now? Because it sounds like you're really talking to me right now. Very natural. All right, needs and wants. Anyone? Jerry?
I took a new listing in Kingsburg this morning. It's 2,200 square feet, 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath. Really, really nice home on a little cul-de-sac. Price is $329.
Okay.
And they accepted a job in Sacramento and they got to go.
Ooh, motivated. Terry?
I need something in Visalia with RV parking, kind of like your college that you just sold there. With RV parking, no more than 180 anywhere in Visalia, it doesn't matter. FHA buyer, so I really need some help on that.
I've got a new listing at 433 North Fontana Court in Visalia, 389, beautifully remodeled.
Oh, you braggart.
Price well.
Do you know what the price?
Whose home is that?
Yeah.
$395.
Do you know what?
$395.
Oh, I thought you said
Okay, go.
389.
Oh.
Sandy?
I need a home that's a 3-car garage, single story, up to about 270 in Visalia, preferably not Shannon Ranch.
And my needed one is, please vote.
Yes.
We have, Ed is our incoming president-elect.
Mm.
Yay! So please vote, the slate is here, you vote yes or no. I'll be happy to stand at the door and make sure everybody votes. There you go, thank you so much. Very, very important.
Eric?
Really quickly, we've got for your friend buyers listing in La Valencia coming up in a couple weeks. It'll be 4225 square feet, 5 bedrooms, looking around 925. With a pool.
I have one more question. Jeremy, watermelon eating contest next Thursday, still?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Is that Red Day?
I need one.
Is that Red Day?
Yes. He's already talking, Troy.
That's Red Day.
Candace, you got to...
Yes, I'll be at the place tomorrow between 9 and 11 when it's caravan. But I have new listing in Pinnacles. It's not planned, that's come up recently. 2769 square feet, beautiful with the atrium.
All right. Now we need bucket filling.
Oh.
Okay, I'd like to fill the panel's budget.
Yay.
Let's fill the Charlie Education's bucket for being awesome, so. Anybody else?
I want to fill Paul's bucket. He's been going over scripts with me, and just him being available. He's a wealth. He's just a reservoir of information, and so he also gave me a Mike Perry binder that I've been soaking in. So I just want to thank you for being
I want to thank Kirsten for burning a CD for me because she didn't know how to burn a CD.
Thank you, Darren, for showing me how to burn a
She's all, what's a CD?
Pizza sign things that used to record
Wayne?
on?
I want to, excuse me, fill staff's bucket for getting me a new computer to run my class on, as well as having the class all set up for me every Tuesday and Thursday. It's a tremendous help. So thank you.
All right.
I'm going to thank Ed Morton because the guy is the biggest reservoir of knowledge, and I always go to him for questions. And he's always helping me out with stuff that's a little tricky, so just I always go to him. So thank you.
With all that information, you'd think you'd want to have a seat every once in a while, Ed.
This time I didn't. I'm sorry. I got there a little late. Not impressive.
All right. Any more bucket filling? All right. Well, say hi to our owner over there, our operating principal, Albert Mayer.